Alright students, so there's other similarity theorems. There's side, angle, side, which we'll talk about today, and then side, 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 which stay tuned for tomorrow. But recall, we have the side, angle, side congruence postulate. We talked about this back in Unit 4. If two sides and the included angle of one triangle are congruent to two sides and the included angle of another triangle, then the triangles are congruent. Alright, and remember, like, it's all about spatial reasoning. We have a side and another side. Notice how this angle is formed by the two sides that are congruent. That's why this is an included angle. It's between, or let's say formed by congruent sides. All right, and just for fun, we'll talk about this. This would be a non-included. That says non-included angle. All right, it's not formed. But nonetheless, now we have the side, angle, side similarity theorem. All right, if two sides of one triangle are proportional, remember that's the huge punchline. Proportional. If two sides of one triangle are proportional to two sides of another triangle and their included angles are congruent. Remember, angles congruent, sides proportional, then the triangles are similar. So looking at this example below, this is what it's saying. Is the two triangles below similar? Well, this is also some bare minimum information we need to know. Just two sides proportional, one included angle congruent, and we're in good shape. All right, so the ratio of A to B, or AB over XY is 15 over 10, which reduces to 3.2 or 1.5. AC is 21, XZ is 14, 21, 14. OMG, this reduces to 3 over 2 or 1.5. So we have sides that are proportional, and then angle A and X. Angle A and X are included angles, and they are congruent because they have the same measure. They're both 75 degrees. So yes, similar by side, angle, side. And it's telling me to write a similarity statement. So the first triangle doesn't matter. We'll just say ABC. Order doesn't matter. But remember, we must match up corresponding parts in the next one, which go X, Y, Z. All right. Corresponding parts must match up. In this case, you can just think about congruent angles, like angle X and A are congruent, B and Y are congruent, and C and Z are congruent. Here's another problem. All right. Are these two triangles similar? Well, we have an included angle that are congruent, both 122. Now, this is a mistake. You might just say, well, 7.5 and 4 are corresponding. No, that's false. All right. Notice how 7.5 is the big one and 6. Match up the two larger numbers. If anything's going to be corresponding, it's going to have to be the two larger ones and then the two smaller ones. Do these equal each other? Well, I could plug it into a calculator, or I can just cross multiply, and I get 30 equals 30. Or I could say both of these are 1.25 if I plug these into a calculator. Nonetheless, sides are proportional. So I can say yes by side, angle, side. All right, and then this last one right here is kind of a minor challenge problem. All right, we got to solve for the value of X. So sometimes it helps if you emphasize triangles. Like, let's look at this one right here. All right, this purple triangle and this yellow triangle. All right, notice how in both of these are right triangles. Some stuff we talked about is I can call this the base or a leg, and we got the hypotenuses. All right, so I'm going to just write base over hypotenuse. Well, in this yellow triangle, the base is 17. The hypotenuse is 20. What about this purple triangle? Well, the base, this is when I run into some issues. All right, what's the base of this? There's a couple ways I can do this. The base of this, though, is 17 minus x. All right, if the whole thing's 17, this portion's x. The purple part, the purple base is 17 minus x over the hypotenuse, which is 15. All right, and remember, before I cross multiply, I like to put parentheses around. Okay, and then I got kicked out because I ran out of storage, but I fixed it. So cross multiply, finishing this problem super fast. But nonetheless, then we got to distribute. We get 340 minus 20x equals 255. Subtract 340 from both sides. I believe it should be like 85, but let me just double check. Yep. Divide both sides by negative 20. Negative divided by a negative is going to produce positive 4.25.